so things don't always go to plan. We were supposed to stay on the pan last night, but the weather's been awful, and you can see we're unpacking everything here now at the moment. Everything is wet, the car is so dirty, everything is muddy and just awful. So I had to get to a lodge yesterday or last night to just clean everything out, because the pan, they had tremendous rains up in the Northern Cape and everything is full of mud. In fact, it's so dirty, but it's all part of it. Everything doesn't always go to plan, but it's good fun. So today we're leaving for the eco trail. We've got about, I think, 300 and something kilometers just to get to the start of it. So we're going to do Pela and just find something to camp close there, but just restock a bit today, get everything cleaned up. So we've got 640 kilometers of 4x4 track. It's the longest 4x4 track in Southern Africa, so we've got that to do over the next, we're going to do it over 5 days, probably 5-6 days, take our time. We are taking a trailer through. They say it's quite difficult to do, especially the last part, but I'm sure those Red Gecko gear is up for the task, so let's see what happens, but I'll check in later.
We're going to Pofada now.
Yeah, we've got 166 kilometers of this to Pofada, and then we've got another gravel road to Pela where we'll start. I mean, yesterday we had an awful day. He was supposed to stay on the pan, and we got hit by a storm, and the whole car is still muddy, so we had to make our way to Kenard last night because it's impossible to stay on the pan, and luckily it was actually good. We got a hot shower, got to clean everything, and today we just want to get to Pofada and then clean the car, get all the mud off it, so then we're ready for the route. So this is going to be the start of our 4x4 journey. We've been in mud, we've been on serious gravel roads for about 1,000 k's now, and this is Pela. It's a little missionary town with that beautiful church there in the background. So we've got now, it's called the Namakwa Eco Trail. It's 639 kilometers of 4x4 track, which we got to do. Tonight we're just going to stay in this area somewhere here. There's a camp here, and then we're just going to camp somewhere down this side. I think there's Pela Camp and Klein Pela, but it's wild camping, so we can just stay anywhere. But it's just amazing scenery, all the mountains and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see in the background there. This is probably the remotest part of Southern Africa. We're not allowed to cross the borders now, so this is one of the nicest areas to come, and we've never done this route. I brought the Jeep and the trailer there in the background. I don't know if you can see it there. So it's going to be fun. The first part's apparently quite easy. It's just there's some obstacles and some challenging areas. It's mostly sand and rock. And then the second part, it's going to be riverbeds, wet. It's had a lot of rain lately, so I think it's going to be exciting. But let's see what happens. So 6 days of adventure. Alright, we've made it down to camp. I mean, just look at this. Look at this place. Isn't that just brilliant? If you can see that, look at that. It's amazing, this place. So remote. It's like proper African bush. And we're next to the river, so I'll take you through a little bit. We haven't set everything up yet, but just look at that mountain view there in the background there. Yeah, this is a super nice place. I walked down to the river. It took us about, from Pela to get here, I'm guessing it probably took us about hour and a half, 2 hours, 2-hour drive. Nothing crazy, just a little bit of river sand, but it's beautiful here. Let's get down the bushes here. Yeah, so I mean, look at this, just down from camp, and on the other side of that river is Namibia, this side South Africa. We're not allowed to cross. Let me just move this a little bit up. Yeah, there we go. So that side is Namibia, where I'm walking in South Africa, so you can actually walk through and grab a beer in Namibia. So very hot this morning. We're going to try and do about a 5-hour drive today along the river. I'm guessing we've got about 80 k's to do. Then we'll meet up with the main road again, because we're not on the official trail yet. This is the route between Pela and Bitbank. It runs all the way along the Orange River. Well, the whole trip runs along the Orange River, but we came in last night. We came in the road between those rocks, the mountain, just below the mountain there. And then we took a little, just a turn off that leads into the riverbed itself. So we're in the river at the moment, and it leads down this little road, and our camp was just down there. Very cool though, very remote, beautiful, just unbelievable scenery. Can't think that people actually live here. I mean, there's is it the Namam people that live here, and they actually can make a life living here. I mean, they live off what they have here. There's nothing really. They've got goats, I think a couple of sheep, and they just move around the whole time to find feed and everything for the animals. So it's unbelievable to see that. I mean, how little you actually need to survive. But had a lovely shower this morning, cold shower, river water, and we're just going to take our time, wait for the sun to get really high because it's very warm. And so we're driving in the heat of the day. So hopefully we get by camp. We're going to get to camp by around about 5, and the sun will start setting, so it's nice and cool. So we're going to try and drive. We're going to try and leave about 2 hours from now, because the sun is almost over us, and we can lose a lot of shade, and then we'll hit the road, see what the track holds up, and then we hopefully get into the official start, which starts at Bitbank today, and see if we can find a lovely another setting next to the river. So, okay.